Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to another word with Nyakuiy. I am Nyakuiy, and I am grateful for your presence. And for this day, I'm especially excited to be here in this moment and alive because it is my born day. Happy birthday to me. I am celebrating being alive, and I welcome you to celebrate life with me. And today I came here to share a quick message, actually, that was really on my heart. And it's that it gets better. And it's a simple message. However, I feel that it's a message that needs to be shared more often, especially the times we're in and the way that the energy and the intensity of events, the caliber of the events is speeding up, it's picking up, and it's a challenging time for a lot of people. And we're cycling through old wounds, old paradigms are being broken down. Like the phase of humanity is there's a collapse happening, right? And so I'm like, divine, why are we talking about this? But I'm flowing with it. There's a collapse happening in the grid, and because newer energies need to be stabilized, and that's happening because of a segment of the population who's tasked to do that, whose role it was to come onto this planet and to be in this plane, to be in this dimension, and to offer a vibration of a higher caliber, right? Because we're elevating here. We're coming here to elevate the earth and elevate with earth, rather, and graduate into another dimension. And so there's a variety of energetic levels here, and there's going to be people who are across all densities, all levels of densities, and we're choosing to go on the highest timeline, which is unity and unity consciousness. And unity consciousness completely dissolves the ego, it dissolves the split, it dissolves the separation, right? It dissolves the fights, the petty. And how that translates is that we are currently in a phase where the timelines are splitting, especially we're coming upon eclipse season. We're in eclipse season. We are in the shift of the seasons. Where I am, we're moving from the summer season to the fall season, and that is bringing in some different energy too. The energy of balance that's also coming in with this Libra season. Okay, and what I got, the image that I got was of a fork in the road, and it was the timelines shifting and splitting. And it was like, in one timeline, it's the door to your desires, the door to your deepest desires, and it's an unconventional timeline. And perhaps there's a little bit of fear. Perhaps there's fear of the unknown, and perhaps that's what you're sitting on currently. But then there's also another door, or another portal, or another path, the fork on the path that would take you to the door of mediocrity, and the door of safety, and the door of conformity, and the door of sameness, the door of do you see what I'm saying? You know, it's predictable, and spirit is pointing out to you, the divine is pointing out to you and wanting to point out that you are not here to live the conventional life. You're here to live an unconventional life. You're here to live different. You're here to do something that is different than what the masses are doing, than what the perhaps in your situation, what the majority is doing. And it could just be in your life in general, right? That your life and the way that you're living it and how you're living it is going to be different than how other people are doing it, right? So it's giving like there's 10 people and you're all tasked to do something and you're the only one who does it a different way, but you come to the same point that these other 9 people have come to. So it's like you're the odd one out. And for you, don't take that onto yourself as something and create a story around it that it is a negative situation, that you shouldn't be in that space, that it should be different, right? It is what it is. You are who you are. You do how you do. You move how you move. You be how you be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. And you've been that way all your life, and perhaps you've been struggling to accept that part of you, and I invite you in this moment to step deeper into that, to honor and to embrace that, and to go there and to explore and express yourself and your authenticity, because that's what we really need to see anyway. Okay. So yeah, that was like the biggest message that I wanted to come through and share, is that it's going to be important for you to carve out space in your day daily to honor the inner intelligence, to honor your intuition, and to receive guidance, because your path isn't the same. And even just the way, again, like I said, the way that you move is not the same. And so how you move, it's not always logical, right? It's not going to always make sense. It's like you should be working towards this, but you're doing something else, right? Because that's what you're feeling inspired to do, right? The inspiration hits you and you needed to move and to act and go in that manner instead of what would logically make sense to somebody else if they were looking from the outside in, right, at the situation. So it's not gonna compute for them. And if you take on their energy, it's gonna put you in a place where you're feeling guilt. And it's also because you're focusing your attention outside of yourself onto the other people and how they're perceiving your path. And divine is saying, you need to let that go. That's over there. Focus on you over here. So if the inspiration over here is saying one thing and your logical mind is saying another thing, always go with your intuition. Okay? And in order to know and to go, you have to continually be cultivating that inner space where you can hear, where you can see the messages, right? Because the messages could be written all over the wall, but if your eyes were not open, if your ears were not open, if your heart was not receptive, right, then you wouldn't catch. You'd miss every time, or you'd disregard, or you'd be in denial. And so cultivate that time, take time for yourself every day, prioritize that so you can live this unconventional life. And what I'm getting is like, and what I'm feeling is more confidence, more confidence as you live this different life. And as you continue living your life differently, it's going to inspire other people to be like, what are they doing? Because whatever they're doing, it's working out for them. They're successful. They're making moves happen, but they're not doing it in the way that I expected, right? So now they're curious, right? And do you see where I'm going with this? And now you have something to offer. And now you have some people, you have attention on you, you have eyes on you, you have people wondering about you, right? And how you move, how you move, how you do. And what is that called? That's called being a leader. And that is what you are. So heed the message. Heed the message. Honor yourself. Honor your life. Honor your unique rhythm. Honor your unique cycle. Honor your unconventionality. Okay? And that's going to fulfill you at the end of the day, because it's going to be you're living life on your own terms. You're living life just you and the divine. You're dancing. You're not looking outside of yourself for affirmation or for confirmation or for validation or approval. You know, you're going to receive synchronicities and signs that you are on the right path, right? And receive those absolutely, wholeheartedly. However, what I am saying is that don't look for outside approval on what the divine is sharing and illuminating within you. It didn't happen within the other person. They don't know. They weren't inspired. You were the one who was inspired. And so take this inspiration and take the action and move how you move like that. Okay? You're a beautiful process, and life is going in a beautiful direction for you. And I know that. And you know that. And if you don't know, you will know. And that's very blessed. Okay, this feels really complete. Like I said, I was just wanting to come on here for the short and sweet word. I pray you receive this and that it does for you what it needed to. I love you very much, and I'll talk to you again soon.